Hello, I'm Eirik Gislason from Brown Harris Stevens, an associate broker in the Village office. When it comes to presenting an offer on behalf of a buyer client, many agents make the mistake of boiling that offer down to as few elements as they can, presumably to make it more simple or less confusing. But an offer not only needs to be understandable, it needs to be strategic, compelling, and persuasive. Our initial offer is both a value proposition and an opening salvo for a negotiation. As is true in any negotiation, a skilled negotiator wants to know what's important to the other side. What are our counterparts' value elements, and how do they rank them? Once I understand what's of value to the other side, I can measure their value elements against my client's value elements, and begin to strategize on how I can set up potential exchanges. This also allows me to tailor the value proposition to that specific seller. What benefits are important to them? How can I convey the unique benefits we're offering relative to the price we're willing to pay, so our value proposition is attractive in comparison to other potential purchasers or their plan B? Which elements should I hold back for subsequent counteroffers? So what are value elements that might enhance your overall value proposition? Is it just price, contingencies, down payment, and closing timeline? I don't think so. Ask a group of 10 sellers what's important to them. Do you think each of the 10 would answer with only price, contingencies, down payment, and closing timeline? In my experience, it's unlikely. That's because what is valuable to one seller, another would gladly exchange for something of greater value to them. Value is relative. How each seller values the elements of a transaction is based on their experience, their risk tolerance, their financial goals, their emotional goals, their monthly carrying costs, their feelings about the building's flip tax. The list goes on and on. I'll give you one example of a commonly ignored value element in an offer. It's the professional representing you and your interests, your agent. And presumably your agent spent a considerable amount of time convincing you why you should work with them rather than any other agent, or going it alone and trying to purchase without an agent. So were they effective in conveying their benefit to you? Well, your agent's skill, expertise, professionalism, experience with a specific building or neighborhood, the co-op board process, and collaborative strategy are all likely a benefit to the seller as well. If your agent clearly demonstrates how their involvement benefits the seller, your offer increases in value, especially in contrast to other potential offers on the table. Is your agent's perceived value a part of your offer? Look, that's just one example of many value elements a good agent and skilled negotiator should be considering when submitting a strategic, compelling, and persuasive offer on your behalf. I'm Eirik Gislason from Brown Harris Stevens. Do not hesitate to reach out to start a conversation about your real estate needs.